check them out. Our mug is amazing. I put it up because, I do my job, but I put it up on my personal page, a picture, and people were like, y'all need to sell this. What's wrong with you guys? Like, why don't you sell it?
It's complicated to set up those online stores and shipping and corporate moody.
Excuses.
Listen, we talk.
That's what we do.
We don't sell cups. We don't.
Wow.
We don't even get up.
What? You make us sound so lazy.
Well, what are we doing here?
Really?
We're digging a ditch, Jannelle? Are we rescuing people from fires? Are we fighting crime? We should sell these.
We should.
We're not in charge of that. We're barely in charge of this.
So if people want to contact the people who are in charge, who should they email?
Do you know?
Email Dr. Mark Job and be like...
No, don't email him about this.
Oh, okay. Then who?
He's busy.
Who? Josh?
I guess our boss.
Okay, Josh.Bija. And be like, why aren't y'all selling...
And he'll be like, yeah, we should do that. It's great.
Look at all the people on YouTube. What's up? Can you guys follow and subscribe? Hello? Follow and subscribe.
Look at you. You are having a white party today.
I am. I'm white over here. It's actually
And I'm white over here. It's a white party.
I've never been to... What's up with the white party? What do they do there? Seriously, I've never... Because say I'm black, but I'm black. I'm not black. So when I went...
I'm black. I'm not black.
When I went to Oberlin College...
You gotta do that more often. Look at me. I'm black. But I'm not black. I'm black, not black.
I'm not. And so when I went to Oberlin College, I had to get schooled on a lot of things. Like greens. They would take... My friends would take me to... They would take me to the cafeteria and be like, you gotta eat this. And then I was like, oh, greens? No. Because then I went... Not only was I... Am I Latina? But I went to an all-white school. We were not eating greens in the cafeteria, So in Oberlin. But my point is, little things like that, I don't know. What's a white party? But I've heard of it. So
go ahead. Of it? Everybody wears white.
But what do they do? What's the point?
I thought at first, I was like, wow, is that a party where you make fun of us? Everybody pretends they're white?
Is there a theme?
The theme is dress in white.
That's it? So I could have a birthday party and call it a white party and just tell people
I think that's a birthday party where everyone's wearing white. But a white party is just everybody wears white, I guess. I don't have white parties.
You know what a white... Charles will know.
Every day is a white party to me. How do I know?
Mike says, Brian, thank you. Oh, I think we got a lot of numbers. A lot of people want to hear you say more. So good morning, Lori. Good morning, Lydia. It has been a while since I could join you guys. Welcome back, Lydia. Janelle's here. Woo! She's Team Jannelle, so she needs a special welcome. Miss Anita's here. Hi, Theola. And Mike says, thank you for pouring your heart out. If you're like me, I feel a huge release on my shoulders when I talk about my feelings. I don't know why we men don't learn that and remember it. One of the things Len struggles talking about his feelings.
Should we talk about Len's feelings? No, we shouldn't.
No.
Not without him here.
But one of the things that he thinks he has to do something. And I don't want to generalize, but men, is it men? When he doesn't know how to let's just talk about feelings. Let's say I talk about how annoying you are. He doesn't know how to just be listen and be wow, yeah, that must be annoying. He would quickly move into, this is what you do, or this is how you fix it. Versus can we just talk about it?
He may not have the emotional vocabulary he may not be capable at this point. Not that he's
part
incapable
of him is what's
always.
the point? Why talk about it just to talk about it?
He may not know how.
Is there a point? Have you discovered, were you like that before, where you were okay, let's fix it? Let's say when Sarah would talk.
Well, I still have a fix-it kind of mentality, yeah, but I've been learning in recent months that there's value in not avoiding feelings. A lot of what people do when they try to fix it is they avoid the feeling that they're experiencing because they don't want to. Or they start to feel something that's difficult or uncomfortable, so they get busy and they do something else. That's what I would do. You just get busy. You don't. But to really be a healthy human being, you have to feel your edges.
Jannelle says, I'm having an amazing hair day. But no, what you're saying is important because I got to tell you something. Go.
You don't want to keep talking about your hair?
No, go. Because this is important.
No. I mean, you can't really be healthy as a human unless you allow yourself to feel your feelings.
Yeah.
And sometimes it actually takes professional help to figure out what your feelings
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
So,
One thing, do you agree? Wait, hold on, because it's important. So, yes, thank you. It was like, what was it? Oh, one day. So, I'm working out every day, and then I have one day off. And one day I was like, listen, it's either work out or do my hair. You saw me. Like, if I'm going to keep it real, Monday, Tuesday, I was struggling. Did you see my hair? I'm
yeah,
like,
your
Lord.
edges were like out here.
So, I did my hair. But then today, like,
Look at
whoa,
you, like,
I was struggling.
Toss.
'Cause
You're
then-
tossing.
I know, because when I work out, my scalp sweats. And so you can't relate because Sarah doesn't have this problem. Jannelle, you'll get it. Like my hair gets curly when I sweat. And so it's the opposite of flat ironing it. Do you see the struggle? And so when I walked in this morning, it's like, what the heck? And so I had to use my extra firm. I'll do that commercial.
You could do a commercial for it. Go up there. That'd be funny. You're tossing your hair.
Are you struggling today? Do your edges look jacked up? Get perfect edges.
That was so good.
Oh my gosh.
Is that what it's called? Perfect edges?
Yeah, it's called Argan. I don't even know what it's called. It's awesome though. So women, like I could sit and talk to my sisters about our feelings for hours and be there. And so when I try to do that with Len, he gets frustrated because he's just like, okay, like let's do something. You're saying that is a thing with men, but where I wanted to take this to is, have you found there's value in talking about feelings, like just talking about it with Sarah or?
Yeah, but I think one of the prerequisites is trust. I mean, because a lot of what guys do.
Even with wife?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Keep going there. Yeah.
Well, no, but like guys, I think, like I said, we rib each other and we care about each other. And so there's the fear with vulnerability that will be used against you.
Yeah.
Because if you truly reveal your insecurities, you're really being vulnerable to the point of someone being able to hurt you.
Yeah.
Like if you tell your wife, I'm scared of this, not that she would use it against you, but there's a point at which you feel vulnerable. And therefore when you've shared that, it's scary and you don't want to admit that.
And it's crazy how anger looks powerful and it looks strong, and how we've talked about how easy it is to then go there.
A lot of my emotions came out and still come out as anger.
Yeah.
Like fear comes out as anger, sadness comes out as anger, whatever. All of them.
If a woman's listening to this and
We got women listening.
and well, okay, and they're in that where they're like, wow, I recognize that he manifests his feelings as anger. How do you help someone, whether it's a kid, your husband, whatever, or your wife, recognize like, no, it's not really anger. It's like, what really is it?
I don't
You
know
said
that.
trust, but like
Well, see, I think.
you can't. Somebody else can't help you.
How do you make an alcoholic get better? Can you? They have to want to get help.
Yeah. That's.
I know it
lived
sounds
that.
like wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah, but I gotta be honest, like if someone doesn't want help, you can't make them get help.
Can you bring it up? Some men have no clue. Some men have no clue that, whoa, if I'm angry like some men are angry people. They have no clue that, whoa, I'm not really angry. There's something else.
Yeah.
Because we make it seem like they do. People know, and they just show it as anger. So can you be a person in a person's life to help them at least see it? Like, yo, and how is it better?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's, okay, so let me give you an idea. One of them could be, you go to your husband and go, I don't know what your problem is, but you angry, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Or you could, in a moment where he's not angry, say, baby, could I talk to you about something? I love you so much. I care about you so much. There's something that's concerning, and I'm not mad at you for it. But I'm just noticing that you've been real angry lately, and I just don't know why. And I'd love for you, if you want to talk to me about it, that's fine. But if not, let's find you someone to talk to, because I love you too much to let you have to suffer in anger all the time.
So never bring up what could be the primary emotion.
Because nobody likes to be told how they feel.
Okay.
You know how you feel right now. You feel sad.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
You're just scared.
yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No one likes that, and
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody wants their wife to become their therapist unless their husband is like willing to go there.
But remember
voluntarily.
what D.A. Horton said.
What?
There are things your wife can see or can, you know.
Yeah, but she's got to do it with gentleness and respect for him
Yeah.
to listen,
Yeah.
and without emasculating him either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You need to just cry. In fact, I'm gonna make you cry.
God. Kelly said, good sunshine. We're about to get educated, so be ready, Brian. Sarah says, buenos dias. I brought you with me to the gym today. Sara is in Ecuador, and Sara said, she, like literally in Ecuador, she says she wants to find a way to get a mug to Ecuador. Jannelle says, yes, Brian, that's definitely the simple definition of a white party. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, it's
No, you were going
everybody
to say
wears
something?
white.
Were you going to say something about Ecuador?
No.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
What's up, Tammy? Somebody else has something to say about White Party, by the way. Mike really wants to celebrate your birthday, and Rob says, White Party. When you see everyone showing up in their own style in all white,
No,
it looks great and provides a sense of unity. Side note, good conversation. Thank you.
Yeah, but it is. I was right. It's a white party.
Wow. I would straight up be up in there dressed as white, be like, okay, so like, what's the point? What are we going to do? I would have been lost.
You dress up as a white person, or like in white.
I know.
You do white face, maybe? No, we wouldn't do that. We don't want to go there.
Oh,
No. we're not
Sarah
gonna do that.
says, a question I'm learning to ask is, do you want a solution or a consolation?
I like that, but isn't there something almost abrasive about that?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Like if Len comes to you when you're emotional and go, do you want me to fix this or just listen to you?
Yeah, that would, if he said that to me, it would make me feel like he's not really listening, not really interested. Like, I'll give you what you want. Oh, you want me to listen? Okay. I would rather, if I ask you, then give me a solution. If not, then just listen. And
but it could work in her relationship. I mean, we don't know her husband.
good job. You usually generalize and talk to men and women like they're...
Because I learned that from you. Oh.
Miss Anita says, wow, lots of people. You want to talk about your birthday?
Listen, my birthday is not today, it's tomorrow.
42. Go ahead.
If you want anyone to talk about being 42, this one's been 42 for a long
Rob
time.
says he's here to take your claim for benefits.
Oh, please, shut your mouth, Rob. You're like 62.
Oh, God.
You know about that. I don't know about that. No, I don't know. I don't want to make a big deal out of birthdays. It's fine. Happy birthday to me. Yay, I was born.
All right.
Thank my mother for going through all that.
That's what I'm saying. Miss Anita says, men and as a group don't like to process their feelings through words. They would rather cut to the chase. It feels like a waste of time to them to talk without an end game. So should we just be good with that and not do it with them? Don't we miss something when we don't?
No, I think men miss something when they don't allow themselves to feel feelings.
Len, there are times Len will go there. You know? But I can't ask him. I can't be like, let's talk about your feelings.
Especially if you say it like that.
God, yours.
Nasty. Let's take away your feelings. Like, that would not be a conducive to that.
Jannelle says, my hubby is a police detective. He's rarely available emotionally. Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of times detectives stuff their feelings because they see such terrible things.
Yeah.
And they don't want to burden their families with it, yeah.
Jannelle says, yes, I love that stuff, Jannelle. Oh, yes.
You're
it is
way
awesome.
back in the comments.
And
You're like an hour ago.
Miss Raina, you should see Raina using it. Oh my gosh. So Sarah says, no, I think it's very helpful because my husband goes straight to fixing so much so that I don't want to hear it. I just want to be heard. I'll ask if I need help.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah,
Sarah says, Jannelle, I'd be happy to get that mug to Madison. Lori says, men think they have to be strong for their families and not express their feelings after an incident. As after our near-death experience after our kayak, remember that?
Yeah.
I asked my husband if he needed counseling. He said no. I knew if it had affected him, I would share what I learned through counseling. He mentioned one day on the phone with a friend about anxiety he felt for a short time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I should have gotten...
We got a conversation pending, Charles. Go ahead.
Yeah, Charles, you are late. Wow.
What is that important?
I don't know what you do in Compton.
Thank
This
you.
is Ohio.
We are not in Compton. That's right. Not only Ohio. This is the Brian and Jannelle show.
Only person who gets show played is her.
Oh my gosh. You always got it. Oh, wow. All right, go ahead.
It's true, though.
Oh my gosh.
What were we talking? Oh, you know what I was going to say is that Sarah and I went through a traumatic experience years ago when she almost died from a ruptured ectopic pregnancy, and both of us probably should have gotten counseling after that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I want to ask you more there, but hold on. 15 people on YouTube. Watch this. Click subscribe, click on the bell, ding, ding, click on the bell, and follow us so that you can come back and hear more overtime. I cannot be a YouTube star. Kathy, what's up, Kathy? She says she's never heard of a white party until your show talked about it. And like on the East Coast, that's not a thing. I had never heard of it.
It was big in Chicago. I just remember hearing about it, being so confused, and I was kind of like, "Wow, you're friends with me just so you can have a white party."
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Wow. William, what's up? William says yes, but when they're attacked, it can cause them by default to become insecure. What do you think? Please subscribe on YouTube, y'all.
It's possible.
Vicky says, good morning, guys. Thank you, Brian, for sharing. I so appreciate you. You've helped me leave it at the foot of the cross. Have a great day. Which is at the heart of what you were trying to get to. As we get to feeling comfortable in our feelings and our vulnerability, it draws you closer to the cross. Can you unpack that a little bit for people? Because some people could be like, did it do it automatically? Or like, how is it that happens?
I think it's a natural consequence of somebody confronting their feelings and their insecurities and their brokenness. The natural consequence for a believer is to turn closer to Christ. I think authenticity with your feelings breeds intimacy with Jesus. Because if you're a lover of Christ and you're following the gospel, like the more you understand your brokenness and the more you admit your brokenness, the more you become grateful for what Christ did for you anyway. And a lot of times when we suppress our emotion and don't confront it, we allow ourselves to believe we're okay.
Yeah.
And therefore we don't really need Jesus all that much.
Yeah.
And I think for many Americans who have a lot of like creature comforts and like we just have stuff. We aren't confronted with pain a whole lot. One of the best ways to really find yourself closer to Christ is being willing to grapple with your inner self.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not allow yourself to distract from your own brokenness and feelings and insecurities. It's just, I think I had a wise friend, one of my mentors, tell me that the key though is that the solution to those insecurities and that brokenness is Christ. If you go through a secular model of thinking, it'll be self-help and it'll build ego. Mm-hmm. We don't need to build ego. We need to see us as Christ sees us, and we are redeemed by a sacrifice, in spite of who we are.
William, I see you. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, y'all. Lydia says, maybe we need to teach this to our boys when they are young. You've talked about that, right? The importance of helping our kids, our boys, feel comfortable in their feelings and process their emotions. Go ahead, what were you saying?
Yeah, well, no, Sarah and I have realized how often we try to stop our kids from feeling.
Yeah.
Isn't that a parent thing?
Yeah.
Your kid's sad, you try to cheer them up. Your kid's angry, you try to get them to stop. When in reality, doesn't that force them to suppress whatever feeling they're feeling?
Yeah.
Which can cause, as one book I'm reading about emotion, it causes implosion, not explosion.
Yeah.
Where you're on the inside, you're just like exploding with emotion and it's coming out in other ways. But if your kid is sad, why try to find out why and go, you know what? That is sad. Do you want a hug? So sorry you're feeling sad. It's okay to feel sad.
Yeah. And even I've had experiences with a couple of the kids where they're very angry or had seasons where they were very angry. And not just how it's comfortable and easier for me because I've done it to say, man, you're really angry. Like you need to do something.
Knock it off.
That. Yes, that's easy. Now to really engage, it's what do you really feel? And then when they discover that, say that. So if you're like angry at this other sibling, then not angry, but if you discover I'm really angry because she hurt me, then tell her that. And I think as you grow up, you feel more comfortable saying, you know, I was really hurt when you did that. And I think men can go years without saying that. To like, let's say it's a spouse that's hurt them and just be angry for years. And it manifests itself in other ways as well.
Yeah, you don't say, that's a good point. But it's even like I've tried to get better at this, where if a kid's angry, you try to find out why. They tell you they're angry, and there's a good reason. And you go, you know what? you're angry, and I understand. I'd be angry too.
Wow. Yeah, that's tight.
And it's amazing that it actually brings comfort rather
Yeah.
than telling them, "Hey, cheer up.
Yeah.
I thought you liked this dinner.
Yeah.
I made it for you."
Danella says, "Good point, Brian. Jesus is the only solution. We stuff it until we won't even let Jesus in." Gary says, "See you at Men's Worthy Conference, Brian. Woo!"
Yeah, man.
Kelly says, "My daughter's so good with letting my granddaughter feel her emotions. She has taught me a lot." Charles says, "That term, man up, has been so ingrained in us that we don't realize we're damaging us and our boys."
Yeah, rather than teaching them to discern, actually, the more I talk to you about your anger, son, it sounds like you're actually scared.
Yeah.
It's okay to be scared. I'm scared sometimes too. To affirm their emotions rather than cause them to suppress them.
Charles, talking about the white party, says it's big in Atlanta and also in Chicago and here. Yeah, because I grew up in the East Coast and it was not a thing. And when I came to Ohio, that's when I first started hearing about it. And then somebody says, wasn't it Martha Stewart who had white parties in the 90s, early 20s?
Isn't every party she has a white party? Unless Snoop is there.
What is up with them two?
They're awesome together.
That is so awesome, yeah. Danelle says, "Thank you for this topic. I'll work on outwardly loving my boys when they show anger versus disciplining them for the anger and expecting them to talk about it after I have chastised them."
Yeah, it's a subtle shift, and I'm not great at it yet, but it's not necessarily stop being angry. It's, whoa, you seem angry. What's going on? Why are you angry?
Yeah.
And then, asking yourself, would I be angry about this?
Yeah, because it goes with, my sister and I saw a meme, and then we've seen it in our life, where we don't let our kids be humans. So we get to be stressed and come home and act a mess, or have our seasons where we're whatever. But our kids got to be on it. They can't have meltdowns. They can't have bad days. I think we're more strict with our kids than even ourselves,
Oh, no, absolutely. I mean, because it could be, my sister called me a dummy. Boy, I can see why that made you angry. And you know what? If it was me, it'd make me feel sad.
Yeah.
It would hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. All right, y'all, it is time to start the weekend. Woo!
Charles, all her parties were white before Snoop. Exactly. Exactly, Charles.
How did their friendship start?
I don't know.
Oh.
She never invited me to her white parties.
No. William says emotions have to be processed or they will process you.
Yeah, no, good point, William.
Deep brother. Yeah. Man, I want to visit you, but I can't stalk you on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, please follow. Make sure you hit the notifications, the bell, so that when we have new episodes and you can't tune in, you get notified and you stay connected to the ministry. Share this stream. If you love what Brian has done and you love what happened on Monday on here on Overtime as he shared more of himself, put it on your Facebook pages so your friends can know about us.
By the way, no wonder William, I can't resist. No wonder William is so good at confronting emotions when emotions are in his name.
What?
Look at his name.
Whoa, wow. Thank you. Wow. Yeah.
And he can be like,
you
what's
like
up?
talking
Hey,
about people. Wow.
I'm hurt. And people could be like, are you okay, baby? You're like, no, I'm hurt. It's my name.
Oh my God.
Sorry, William, I couldn't resist.
Gosh. Bye, William, Vicky, Kathy on YouTube, Charles. Love when you're on. Danella, she's awesome. Tammy says, yay. And Danelle says, eye-opening topic. She also says, I think it started with more than with the present. Snoop never went, but maybe she saw things differently after being there to
prison?
to jail.
Yeah.
Snoop never went to prison.
No, he acts like he did, but no.
I was gonna say it was gonna sound messed up, but he got problems.
Well, it's like I think it's a meme or a joke or something. They've even said they have the picture of them together and they go, which one of the two is the convicted felon?
Oh, I remember
And it's
that.
her.